Hello, welcome to the first vlog of the week. It's Wednesday afternoon, and yeah, I finished work now for the week, which is absolutely great. So I'm very happy about that. It's been a fairly busy couple of days at work. And of course, as usual, Wednesday morning seems to fly past in a flash, which is great. So, what can I say? The week has started off weather-wise quite cold, but we've got remarkably mild temperatures. It's actually warmer outside than it is inside today. It really is. I've got the window open this afternoon. It's about, I don't know, 5:30, 5:45. But this morning was remarkably dark. We've reached that time of year before the clocks change, which means the mornings, if it's dull and wet, are very, very dark. And it's a little bit of a struggle to get out of bed this morning. I just didn't want to get out. But one does, of course, because one has to go to work and do stuff. So yeah, remarkably mild. I think it's about 21 degrees here in London, which is lovely, absolutely great. It means you save on energy because the heating doesn't need to be up as much, which is good. So, not an awful lot to report so far this week. What have I done this afternoon? Well, I've currently got an old Ralph Lauren jumper in the washing machine with a dial-on wash and dye, or a dye pod as it's called now. And I'm dyeing it olive green. It's cotton. Feels like cotton anyway. The label has gone now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cotton. If it's not going to dye. If it is, it'll dye. So yeah, so I've got that going at the moment. I've done a wash. As you can hear, the planes are going over. But I've not done a huge amount. I thought, no, I'll have a bit of a rest, which is pleasant. But I wanted to raise something with you. And it's to do with some comments that were left here the other day. And they were comments about the difference between these vlogs and Sunday chat, specifically the difference in me. And it was, the comments were kind of complaining about how I act on Sunday chat as opposed to how I act in these vlogs. I've actually removed the comment because I didn't enjoy reading it. I thought it was rude. And the person didn't seem to get what happens. They didn't seem to fully understand that there is a difference between these vlogs, which is me talking about me and things that have happened to me, and are more personal. So I guess are the more subdued me. And Sunday Chat is essentially an entertainment program where the interaction between Paul and I is more to do with banter and having fun and having a laugh. And clearly this person didn't seem to really understand this, as I think most of you do. And I just wanted to sort of clarify that there is a difference between the two programs that are produced. And I think that's fine. I think we all do. We all have different personalities for different occasions. If you stick me within a group of friends or, in a party situation, it's appropriate to be a little bit more effervescent, pull a few jokes out of the hat, come up with some witticisms and make people have a good laugh. That's always how I've been. So there is a difference between this and Sunday chat. And, you know, somebody pulling me up on that feels a little bit patronising, a little bit rude, and a little bit short-sighted, and not very understanding of what this is all about, you know. So I just wanted to mention that because, yeah, didn't like it. And in fact, I've got to the stage now where I'm pretty, what's the word? I'm pretty thick-skinned when it comes to people taking a pop at me. I mean, crikey, I'm a 57-year-old gay man who grew up in the 70s. Hello, you had to have a thick skin. Seriously, and you had to develop a thick skin pretty quickly. So, you know, I can take it, but I don't have to take it. And I don't necessarily want to take it. So there is a really nice little button on YouTube, which is delete. So that's what I do. And I move on. But I've mentioned it here because I just wanted to clarify those differences between the two shows, you know? And to be honest, the majority of you are absolutely lovely. I think you get it. You get our humour. You get my humour. You get that different personality that I have in sort of social situations when I feel comfortable. Yeah, in social situations that I don't feel comfortable in, I tend to shut up and shut down because believe it or not, my personality is generally quite introverted. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything complex to understand about that situation either. So I don't expect somebody to come for me in that way. And I don't expect anybody else to have to see those kind of comments and think that's rude and have to take any kind of responsibility for it, you know? So I just thought I'd mention it. Interesting. I'm not annoyed or angry. Not now, but I was. Well, I wasn't angry. I was annoyed. And I'm not putting up with that kind of thing. And I'm not risking having to continue to put up with that kind of comment from that same person. So, bye, basically. So, yeah. So Paul and I are looking forward to hopefully a couple of relatively stable days weather-wise. So fingers crossed we will be able to get out and about for a walk again. And obviously we will take you along for the ride. So yeah, that's it. I better go and check on the progress of my jumper, and once that's dried, if it's successful, I will show it to you. The reason I've done it is because for some unknown reason, all of my big woolly winter jumpers are all the same colour. They're all sort of oatmeal-y. And actually, I don't really know why I bought them, because that colour doesn't necessarily do me any favours. So I thought, well, this one's cotton. Fingers crossed that it is cotton. I'll dye it. Why not? You know, it's pretty old, so it's no loss if things go tits up. Yeah. So yeah, if that's successful, I'll share it with you. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Toodle pip, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good afternoon. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day. Very, very pleasant. I mean, it's a perfect autumn day. It really is. Temperatures are warm, although I do believe it's getting a little bit cooler this evening. But for walking, it was great today. So we did get out. We went out around 10 this morning and we went to Osterley Park, which is local to us. And oh, is that Morrison's? I think it might be. That's Paul's delivery. Bear with me. I'll come back to you. Services resumed. So, yeah, we went out this morning to Osterley Park, which is local to us. And it's I think, a Georgian house with Tudor parts to it in terms of the outhouses. And we've been walking Osterley for many, many years. I think the only drawback with Osterley is it gets a lot of plane noise because that side does. They've got the landing path for Heathrow, and they're kind of right underneath it. So yeah, they do get a lot of plane noise, but that's okay. And we enjoyed it. It was it was very pleasant. So naturally, here are a few highlights. So there you go. And there's also a reel on Instagram, I believe, as well. So plenty to see. So I wanted to mention the dye job on the jumper. Well, I'm happy to say it's completely successful. So this jumper was a old Ralph Lauren that I bought from TK Maxx years and years ago. Obviously cheap, because I'm not going to pay Ralph Lauren prices because simply can't afford them. And I wouldn't anyway. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on clothing unless it was something very, very special. I've always wanted a Vivienne Westwood piece, but hey ho. And I've dyed clothes before successfully using Dylon that goes in the machine. And this was a complete success. Thank goodness it was cotton. I thought it was. Pardon me. So yeah, let me show you. So this was an oatmeal colour and it's now olive green. So I don't know whether you can see. Yeah, there we are. Very even. Very, very even colour. Really lovely. I mean, it's a good quality knit anyway, and it's super oversized on me, which is what I like with a jumper. And it's not very thick, so it's perfect for this time of year. But look at that, isn't it great? That's a great colour. I'm so, so pleased with it. The only thing about using Dylon is the gilt, because you are effectively putting a load of stuff into the water system, which, yeah, but I don't do it very often. And I'm sure there's plenty of people doing it quite a lot. So, well, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, it opens up a whole can of worms and a whole discussion around doing those kind of things. Hey ho, c'est la vie. I needed to do this because I wanted a new jumper. I've done it. That's it. And I'm pleased with the results, so I'm dropping the guilt. Bye, Morrisons. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's kind of given me a new dimension on my clothing because I've got a different piece now to wear with other things. I really favour greens, blues, browns, those kind of colours, and greys. Those are my sort of favourite colours, and I occasionally like a splash of colour. I do like black as well. But yeah, and I'm trying to stick with that palette because I think it suits my colouring, it suits my hair and my eyes. So yeah, it's all good. So nothing else to report today. Yeah, just been doing photographs, videos, stuff for you guys. That's it today. That is a sort of social media day on a Thursday, walking and then showing you what happened on the walk. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow. I know Paul's got a fairly busy Saturday. I think he's got to go down to the Great Green Barn because I think they've got an event. And then he's got the allotment AGM. So Saturday might be a music day. I did actually manage to do a little bit of music. It wasn't terribly successful, but I'm trying to get back on the horse, so to speak. So we'll see how that develops. Yeah. There you go. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon, and it is about, what time is it? I think it's about 20 to 5, something like that. And enjoyed my day. I've really enjoyed my day. Got up early this morning. Paul was due to leave early to go down to the Great Green Barn to help out with an event, which we mention and talk briefly about on Sunday Chat. So I was up and about doing a few chores. I did quite a lot yesterday. I did quite a bit of vacuuming and tidying around, stuff like that. So I didn't need to do any of that today, but what I decided to do was give my hair a cut. So I've chopped off, I don't know, about half an inch, something like that. Left my long bits at the back here, which I like, left a little bit of a fringe. There's no product on this at all at the moment. It's just left to dry after I washed it. So did that, cut my hair. That took me a little while to do. And what did I do then? Then I had a bath, which was very pleasant. Put clothes away, put a wash on. Just pottered around the house at my own pace, which was quite nice. So Paul came back around 3, and then he's gone off again to the allotment AGM. So he's up the road till about 6ish. So I'm just relaxing at the moment, to be honest. This coming week is going to be a little bit odd because I am on 2 courses. Yeah. Oh, God. Monday, I am on an Excel course. That's an Excel spreadsheet, with the rest of the admin team from work, bar one person who is going to be covering reception on Monday. So Excel, I don't even know why I'm going on it, because I know exactly what's going to happen. I've done Excel courses before. I've done basic and intermediate. I believe this is an intermediate course. All day. I know what's going to happen. I'll do the course, and throughout the course I'll go, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's easy. Oh, that's handy. And then I'll forget everything within moments of finishing the course, and I'll never use any of those techniques again, because I don't like Excel. I don't like spreadsheets. I don't do any working out of numbers and figures at work. And if I need to use any form of table, I will insert a table into Word, because that's what I'm good at doing, using Word. Word and PowerPoint are my strengths. Excel, no, to me there's no point. And if I ever get asked to do a spreadsheet at work, if it's not a simple spreadsheet, I say no. Yeah, I do. I refuse. Or I'll say, well, it can be done in Word, and I'll do it in Word. Because if you're using words and letters, and names and descriptions of things, why would I use Excel? When I use Excel, I can't even see what I'm typing. And it disappears, and I have to start making things bigger, and at least with a table in Word, things adjust automatically. Yeah, easy. I go with ease in my life, not difficulty. So yeah, that'll be pointless. Hopefully the trainer will say, would you like to take half an hour lunch and finish early? In which case I'll be saying yes. And it'll be early finish, hopefully, because I have to travel by bus. It's happening at the council headquarters in Ealing Town Centre, Ealing Broadway, as we call it, at a building called Percival House, which is where Ealing Council is based, where the staff work from. Then on Tuesday, I am going to be in work, but I'm not going to be at work because we've been sent on a minute-taking course, even though I don't take minutes. And I will not be taking any minutes. I can't take minutes when I'm working on reception. I can't attend a meeting and take minutes. It's not going to work. I'm happy to type up a recorded meeting. I can do that, but I'm not taking minutes. So I'm not really sure why I'm going on that either. I think the reason, to be absolutely frank, is because I've had no professional development for a very, very long time. And I think perhaps my boss has had to do this to tick a box. Really. So that means 2 days out of my usual work, even though on Tuesday I will actually be in the office, but I've told everybody that I'm going to be shutting myself away in a back room just behind reception, and I'll be on hand should there be any issues, but we don't have any appointments booked for Tuesday at all. So another colleague will be taking the phone calls, which will be diverted to her phone. So yeah, I will physically be there, but won't be doing my usual job. I'd rather be doing my usual job because that's what I enjoy. Courses, well, I used to be a trainer. Courses rely upon good facilitators to make you feel welcome, make you feel comfortable, give a little bit of humour, warm up the class, stimulate your curiosity, because curiosity makes a good learner. I'm not curious about either of these subjects at all. I can see that I'm probably going to be the rebel in the class. Yeah, I can feel it rising up in me. I better not be, otherwise I'll get a black mark against my name for being rebellious and disruptive. So yeah, that's next week mapped out for me already. The weather is pretty gorgeous this afternoon. I believe we've got a storm on the way, so this is probably the calm before the storm. It was wet this morning, very wet and very dark and grim, but it's turned out absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm sat here in the front room in the gorgeous light. Don't know whether you can see. Let me swing you round. Hold on. Probably just looks very bright, but you can see there's plenty of lovely sun coming in. Blue sky. It's all looking very golden out there. So yeah, that's me then for this week. Yeah. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you later for Sunday chat. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you later for Sunday chat. Bye for now. Bye.